Today I'm going to be talking about 5 benefits that you get when you decide to work for yourself, when you become your own boss, become a business owner, whatever you want to call it, an entrepreneur. These are my 5 personal benefits because I have a business that I run completely online, and so my benefits might be a little bit different to someone who, say, has a brick and mortar business. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. So there are a lot of benefits when it comes to working for yourself and being your own boss. And although you typically will probably work a lot more than working your typical 9-to-5 job, and you have to exercise a lot of discipline when it comes to actually getting your work done if you work by yourself, if you're a solopreneur, the flexibility that you get is well worth it, in my opinion. The first benefit that I found is that you get to be in control. So you are in control of your whole day, of how you spend your time, of when you take your breaks, of how long you work, how long you want to work. If you don't want to work, if you want to take a day off, you are in control of basically your life. You've taken control of your life back. And I think that you don't really realize how much of that you surrender when you work a 9-to-5 job, or when you're just, in that cycle of going to any kind of job day in and day out. How much your time is dictated by your job and what that job requires of you. So this is one thing that I realized was a huge benefit when I started working for myself, is to be in complete control of how I spend my time, my days and my hours, and basically how I'm spending my life. Following on from that, number 2 is you get to work your own hours and set your own schedule. So for me personally, since I was a kid, I've always been a little bit nocturnal. I function best between the hours of 10 a.m. to about 6 p.m. And if I'm in flow, that can even go a little bit longer. But for me, just having the flexibility to be able to do that has been really amazing, because I'm working within my zone that I perform best in. And I don't have to be in an office sitting at a desk because someone else wants me to be there. But having said that, I do now get up a lot earlier, and I try to use those morning hours to really be productive as well, so I can finish earlier and enjoy my afternoons. But I think that just having the ability to do that on my own terms, and to do it if I want to do it one week, and if I have a couple of days where I don't want to get up as early, I can. The fact that it is on my own terms is such another huge benefit of working for myself. The third thing is that you can book your appointments in at any time. When I was working full time, I always had to schedule my doctor's appointments, getting my car serviced, taking my dog to the vet in and around work hours, which meant scheduling appointments either after work, rushing in my lunch break if they were close by, or taking up the weekend. Now that I work for myself, that I work most of the time from home, and that I have a business that's online, I can schedule those appointments in basically any time, and it frees up any time after the working day, or it frees up my weekends as well, which means I can use the time better to catch up with people that work full time. Number 4 is that every day is different. I don't know about you, but when I was working in the city, when I was commuting every day, going on the same train every day, seeing the same people in the same carriage, getting off, going into the same office, sitting at the same desk, it got so repetitive, and it just felt like my life was on repeat. Like 5 days a week, there was nothing different in terms of my routine and what I did in terms of coming and going to and from work. So now that I work for myself, I can mix it up, and I can change where I'm working from. I can work from my home, I can go out and work from a cafe, I can work from a library, or basically anywhere that's got an internet connection. I don't have to be there at a set time, and I can finish or leave or take a break at whatever time I want, and then I can continue working in the evening if I wish to do so. And the 5th benefit is that you don't have a boss to answer to. And I must say, I think I've been pretty lucky throughout my corporate career in terms of bosses. I feel like I've always had bosses who are pretty good and pretty fair and very approachable. But again, being able to do things on your own term without having to ask permission to take a day off or book in some holidays or leave early because you have to go pick your car up from getting serviced. Just not needing to ask permission to do the basic things in life is an absolute game changer and a huge benefit when it comes to working for yourself. Comment down below if you're self-employed and let me know what you really like the most about working for yourself and being your own boss. And if you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a like. It really helps with my channel. And for the best advice on how to transition from a 9-to-5 corporate gig to online entrepreneurship, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of when I post a new video every single week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.